All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game. This game is going to be between Soen and Blade, taking place here on Hammerfall. On the top left-hand side of the map, we have Blade spawning as the red human. Meanwhile, Soen spawning as the blue orc on the bottom right. Took some time, ate a quick lunch, taking my lunch break to cast a game because I feel like I've been gone from the action for so long and really just missing some WarCraft 3. So however you may be watching, however you may be listening, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoy this game here on Hammerfall. All right, Orc versus Human here on Hammerfall. Let's go ahead and speed things up as we are getting an Ultra of Storms. I don't see a Barracks, and it looks like it's going to be Farseer Headhunters now, as we do see that Farseer currently getting trained up. Meanwhile, off to the north, Archmage and Footman. Really no big surprise there, as the units are going to be cranked out. Waiting for that 2-minute mark, a little bit of creeping action, and already we can see that there's a quick arcane tower coming across from Blade as well to act as a deterrent against, well, any of that Farseer harassment. Footmen engage against that Null Warden, take the Purge, which doesn't affect them, allowing the Water Elemental to continue to tank more damage. All those small little tricks that are needed to get the most out of all of your units and all of your hit points. Meanwhile, back in the center portion of the map, here we're looking at a Hydra hatchling taking quite a bit of damage here, as the Farseer, I think it was trying to get up onto high ground, and by using that high ground advantage, perhaps be able to well, dodge a little bit of that damage here. That giant sea turtle will get taken out. We're going to see both of these sea turtles perhaps get taken out. We're going to get them resummoned. There you are. So nicely played by Soen to make sure that both of those wolves are alive long enough and split that damage between the two, and then clear out the creep camp effectively, resummoning those wolves, and then going back at it once more. Blade looking to finish off this apprentice wizard off to the north. Already has level 2 on the Archmage. Gonna go shopping, picks up a Circlet of Nobility. No Boots of Speed though, as we're looking at, well, that Spirit Wolf, it could get easily taken down. Nope, gonna quickly get resummoned once more by Soen. Headhunter, Wolves, and a Farseer. Archmage purposely hides with a Cloak of Shadows. Interesting run by. Literally, he hit the brakes and, well, his enemy passed on by here, as the Archmage now trying to retreat back once more. Archmage, well, getting body blocked by that Headhunter that he broke in order to, he broke that Cloak of Shadows in order to attack. Not necessarily the best call here, as we can see that there is a rock golem nearby. He doesn't want to attack it. If he does attack it, he may take a boulder to the head, get stunned, and then allow the Headhunter and that Farseer to get that much closer. Not having Boots of Speed really starting to cause a problem here, as the Footmen are making their way to the center portion of the map. Blacksmith is already done. We are training up some Riflemen. Archmage needs to find a way to clear out some creep camps and get to level 3. Otherwise, Soen is just going to start to get further and further ahead. There is that Farseer, well, picking up Claws of Attack +5. There is that Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3. And we're nearly, well, at tier 2 already by both sides. Alright, Farseer looking to go after that Voidwalker creep camp. Archmage has taken a little bit of damage, and there is not an Arcane Vault, which is the important thing to note. Without an Arcane Vault, oh, Wolf able to hide in the very far back there. Without an Arcane Vault, he may be just relying on getting to the Arcane Sanctum and getting Priest. Rifle Caster is a good call here. If you can forego that Arcane Vault, if you don't need, I'll say it again, if you don't need Spellbreakers, then if you can forego the Arcane Vault, save a little bit of that gold, and save a little bit of that infrastructure and get those arcane, or get those priests instead, they generally are more cost efficient. Okay, Rifleman already out on the battlefield here. Footman trying to go and engage against that Headhunter. Headhunter down to 30 hit points. Archmage trying to back away. Is he going to engage? Yeah, going to engage against that. Oh, beautiful deny there. A beautiful deny once more. All right, heading back off to the north again. what is going on. Footmen, riflemen trying to retreat back here. We are looking at another rifleman trying to fall back. Mountain King is out, and we can see this is a single Arcane Sanctum. And are we going to perhaps get a Stormbolt onto that wolf here? We need to get that priest, and we need to actually get a large number of priests out in order to heal up all of these lower hit point units. Blade playing a very dangerous game with a sub 100 hit point Archmage, as we see a Stormbolt go down onto that Headhunter. Archmage, Farseer, who's going to get the last hit? Well, once more denied by Soin. So Soin in a clear advantage, being able to deny those two Headhunters, but at the same time, Headhunters are being lost. All right, priest there. One priest here. It needs to start doing a lot of that healing. Mountain King may need a little bit of healing as well. Mountain King trying to back away. Here we are. Here we go. Only one priest for the healing between the Archmage and that Mountain King. Mountain King seemed to be sub 100 hit points for a short while as well. Archmage trying to get to level 3. Mountain King is dangerously low on hit points. Is he going to take a little bit of damage? He will again. A second priest should be joining in on the fight here, and that is going to be key as the Tauren Chieftain, well, does have endurance or a first. All right, Militia making their way over. Priest on, auto heal or targeted heal against that Archmage. There's the Chain Lightning, and Farseer getting the Chain Lightning and the kill on the level 2 Archmage. That is going to be a major setback. Resurrection should be started already. It does take, a quick WarCraft minute, though, as we're looking at another, Grunt could have been taken down. All right, a couple of key things to note. Oh, is that wolf going to get taken out? I believe that was actually due to time life. The other wolf also died at the same time as well. Mountain King nearly at level 2. Has a bullet in the chamber, but, not within range of any of those targets. Raider is now coming back across. 44 supply compared to 38. Raider going to lead the charge here. Perhaps get an ensnare off. Has to be very careful. There is plenty of priests now. There's a gift-wrapped rifleman who took the corner a bit wide. Are we going to see a Stormbolt onto a Headhunter? No, we are not. And, perhaps trying to go after a Raider instead. All right, going after that Raider. That 5-second stun, perhaps lasting a very long time, does get taken down. Mountain King now sitting at level 2, trying to break free. Down to 61, down to 34. Is he going to get taken down? Yes, giving level 2 to the Tauren Chieftain. Archmage, still not back out onto the battlefield yet. Needs a second as the Archmage gets to level 3 quickly. We see that the Archmage is at level 3 now. Mountain King getting resurrected. Gonna be another WarCraft minute for that Archmage to get back out here or that Mountain King out there onto the battlefield. But that minute just feels so incredibly long when, you're up against the ropes. Soin trying to continue that pressure here. We're looking at a couple of, a Shaman, rallied and could have been lost in transit for a little bit. It also looks like the rallies onto the actual Archmage were lost, hence why Rifleman is sitting off over here instead of joining in on the battle. Blade really should be keeping track of his mini-map there. I'm assuming he sees this, or he should be able to spot that here. Soin looking to get to level 3 on that Tauren Chieftain. Are we going to, no Stormbolt means that not being able to pick off any of those stragglers either. Priest, Rifleman, 1-2, should be a very nasty 1-2 combination going after the Forest Troll Warlord, but this is not going to give a level up. All right, that's not going to give the level up, not going to give Brilliance or a level 2, just perhaps drop a powerful item in a potion of invulnerability. A full Invo potion, 15 seconds of invulnerability. Mountain King now also here on the battle as well, and perhaps Blade can use this time to clear out the other laboratory and get another powerful consumable item. He will have to deal with a level 3 Tauren Chieftain and a level 3 Farseer, maybe even level 4 if things go go right for Soin as the engagement now underway. There's that level 2 Stomp. Now there's a Thunderclap to try and counteract, but level 2 Stomp versus level 1 Thunderclap. Obviously, the Thunderclap is not going to be able to keep up enough as the Tauren Chieftain Stomp also stuns so long, or so much longer, that it negates a lot of the damage. And since those units are out of action for, seemingly forever and a day. Archmage could be in trouble. There's a Swirl of Town Portal. There's a Chain Lightning bouncing around. 2 riflemen quickly lost as well. And things are really starting to unravel for Blade. As Blade gets reset, trying to figure out what exactly he's gonna try and do here. Priest needs to get a large amount of healing onto that Archmage in just a moment, trying to regroup here. And if the Mountain King can get to level 3, perhaps get to level 3 with that level 2 Thunderclap, should be able to really place a large amount of damage onto all of these Headhunters. We have not gone to tier 3, so those Headhunters are staying as Headhunters, not Berserkers, but definite hero level advantage now by Soen. Not only a level 4 Farseer, but a level 4 Tauren Chieftain. All right, Mountain King is going to be able to finish things off here. No, it is not. It needs quite a bit more experience. 38 experience to get to level 2. That means it needs a takedown. Are we going to see a Thunderclap there? Yes, there is, but a little bit late. The animation, the difference right there, as the Forest Troll Berserker was taken down first. Mountain King. All right, Rock Golem, clear out a creep camp. Archmage could get to level 4. That would mean more mana for that Mountain King, which is also incredibly important. Is he going to go for level 2 Stormbolt or not? Rock Golem is right here. Oh, Lightning Shield. What is going to go down? Item quickly picked up by the Tauren Chieftain. Invisible Lightning Shield Tauren Chieftain lining up the damage. There was the spell, but is it going to be enough as another Rifleman could get taken out? Are we going to see an Ensnare? No, we do not. Mountain King level 2 variety. There's a there's a Stormbolt. Are we going to see a Thunderclap? There's a Scroll of Healing. And, well, the Raider is about to get taken down. No, he's able to back away again. I thought the Mountain King would have definitely have Thunderclapped, but didn't. All right, slow cast onto a Grunt. There's a Purge. There's a Stormbolt. And, well, instead of getting the 3 supply Grunt, getting the 2 supply Shaman there. Mountain King still needs a little bit more mana. I thought the Tauren Chieftain picked up the item. Was it a Talisman of Evasion? Can't quite tell. Mountain King still going after that target. Grunt down to 167. They're slow, getting cast down once more. And both sides, Tauren Chieftain going to try to line up another stomp and going to be doing exactly that, trying to get to that back line. And there you have it. Spellbreakers are moving over to there as well. Where is that stomp going? Tauren Chieftain doesn't have enough mana. Also, so a little bit too much of a dance between Blade and Soen. The Spellbreakers are able to remove all of the precious mana off the Tauren Chieftain, and now it's turning into a mana fight with the Archmage, obviously inching out a slight advantage for Human. All right, still trying to get some more damage onto a Headhunter. That Headhunter will get taken down. Archmage, Mountain King, both sides going back and forth. 56 supply compared to 49. Mountain King does have a Scroll of Healing, does have an Invul Potion, and, well, can stay alive if necessary. Both sides continuing to fight here. There's that Invul Potion. Are we going to see a Stormbolt there? There's a quick Purge there. Mountain King, is he going to try to get a Thunderclap? He should be getting the Thunderclap and getting some heals alongside all of this right now. All right, nothing in the Kodo Beast, so what is going to be the biggest problem as the Tauren Chieftain just out of mana? Gonna have problems here. Are we going to see a Grunt getting taken out? And so much slow. There is no Purge coming across from all of the Shamans as they are currently out of mana. So the Sorceress is being able to lay down all of that slow, causing a big fight here. Are we going to... I'm still waiting for a Thunderclap. All right, after all that time, no Thunderclap, and the Mountain King now going to be close to 225 mana. Right? Like, 225 mana. That's 3 Stormbolts or 2 Thunderclaps, maybe 3 as well, if you're able to get a little bit more mana from that mana regeneration. There's a Book of the Dead, and that could be useful too. We are looking at not even Adept training on those Sorceresses. The Priests do have that Adept training. I'm wondering why we don't have Adept training on the getting queued up. A little bit more mana could go a long way, or perhaps invisibility could be extremely helpful as well. Mountain King up to 275 or 270 mana now. May actually get to 315 and max out on mana. Once he's maxed out on mana, well, 360 is enough for 4 Thunderclaps. There's that Tauren Chieftain. He's not going to repeat the same mistake twice, bringing a potion of mana to the battle just in case. All right, Sorceresses, there's that Tauren Chieftain. Which one is the real one? They do not know. Gift wrap units, and now here we are, level 5 now on the Farseer. Mountain King in that front line spot. Are we going to see a Thunderclap? Yes, there we go. There's a Thunderclap there. A sudden shift in damage. Units are all dancing back around again. Are we going to see another Thunderclap? There's a Book of the Dead. There's a stun as the Tauren Chieftain may get targeted now by the Spellbreakers to remove a lot of mana. There's another Thunderclap there. 68 supply compared to 46. The supply advantage by Blade, or excuse me, Soin, maybe too much as the Mountain King needs to figure out a way to stay alive here. All right, retreating off to the back here. There goes one Raider. One Raider down. Sorceress could try to go after another. Tauren Chieftain is at 5 here. The hero level advantage is just going to be far too much as the Mountain King should be using a Scroll of Healing right now. Level 4 on that Mountain King. A lot of low hit point units. Chain Lightning bouncing around. There's that Scroll of Healing a little bit late, but still keeping those units alive. Mountain King going to go ahead and Thunderclap. There's another shift again. That Mountain King has enough for another Thunderclap here, and that could be enough. There's another Scroll of Healing. Mountain King, Thunderclap, where are you? As Grunts and other units need to get taken down. Archmage does have an Invul Potion, but doesn't use it, and, well, Soin comes away with the victory. It really felt like Blade had opportunities to just slow clap, deal damage, but then again, attention is being able to make the plays when you need to make them. That's what WarCraft 3 and any real-time strategy is about. I'm not saying that the Thunderclaps would have had Blade win, not by any stretch. I mean, Soin was playing extremely well. It's just those small things do add up, and it would have made for perhaps a closer game, forcing Soin to perhaps have to retreat. Let me know what you guys think about this game and my analysis. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.